Questions for reflection. The Apostle Paul corrects the Galatians for turning to what he calls another gospel. He warns against turning away from solid doctrine. The teachings of Jesus and his church come to us from God and cannot be changed. Fidelity to the scriptures and the magisterium of the church is still threatened by false teachers. Are we taking the time to read the Bible and the Catechism in order to stay faithful in our own time? The Psalmist David tells us that the root of true wisdom is fear of the Lord. Fear in the biblical sense is not a servile fear, but a fear which is rooted in obedience and love. It requires a relationship with God and knowledge of His law. Do we cultivate the fear of the Lord in our own lives? Jesus answers the question of what we must do to inherit eternal life by reaffirming the call to love God and our neighbor. Then, when asked to define who is our neighbor, he expands the scope for the one who asked the question. The faithful Jew at that time did not consider the Samaritan their neighbor. But Jesus teaches us to love as he does, to include all men and women, and he insists that our walk must resemble our talk. How are we doing?